vaping, and smoking. What's worse? Welcome to our discussion on vaping versus smoking. Today, we'll dive into the fascinating world of nicotine consumption and its impact on health. Whether you're a seasoned vapor or a curious non smoker, join us as we explore the differences between these two habits and shed light on the latest research. Let's start unpacking the facts and myths surrounding vaping and smoking. Are you ready? Let's begin. Vaping and smoking are two prevalent methods of nicotine intake, each with distinct characteristics and health implications. Smoking traditionally involves burning tobacco leaves to inhale smoke, delivering nicotine alongside thousands of harmful chemicals, including tar, carbon monoxide, and carcinogens. In contrast, vaping uses electronic devices to heat a liquid into an aerosol, which typically contains nicotine, flavorings, and other additives. Vaping is often perceived as a safer alternative due to the absence of combustion and the resultant lower levels of harmful byproducts. However, both practices have significant health risks and are subjects of intense health, regulatory, and societal scrutiny. As the usage of both has risen globally, understanding the relative dangers of each is crucial for public health policies and individual choices. This comparison explores the chemical composition, health impacts, societal effects, and regulatory environments surrounding vaping and smoking. Vaping and smoking. Vaping involves inhaling vapor from an electronic cigarette or vaping device, which heats a liquid, e-juice, containing nicotine, flavorings, and chemicals to produce an aerosol. Unlike smoking, vaping doesn't involve burning. Instead, the liquid is heated to create vapor. Devices range from simple pens to customizable mod systems. E-juice flavors vary widely, appealing to a diverse audience, including younger users. Smoking is inhaling smoke from burning tobacco in cigarettes, cigars, or pipes. Smoke contains nicotine, tar, carbon monoxide, and carcinogens. Despite awareness and regulations, smoking remains a leading cause of diseases like lung cancer, COPD, heart disease, and stroke. Secondhand smoke also poses health risks. Health risks associated with vaping. Vaping poses health risks, both short term and long term. In the short term, users may experience irritation of the lungs, coughing, throat irritation, and nausea. Some cases of severe lung injury, known as EVALI, e-cigarette or vaping product use-associated lung injury, have been reported, primarily linked to vaping THC-containing products and vitamin E acetate. Long-term health risks of vaping are still being studied, but potential concerns include lung damage, cardiovascular effects, and nicotine addiction. Moreover, the inhalation of various chemicals present in e-juices may pose unknown risks, particularly with prolonged and frequent use. Adolescents and young adults are particularly vulnerable to the risks of vaping due to the potential impact on brain development and increased likelihood of nicotine addiction. Health risks associated with smoking. Smoking is well established as a leading cause of preventable diseases and deaths worldwide. The health risks associated with smoking are extensive, including lung cancer, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, heart disease, stroke, and various other respiratory diseases. Nicotine addiction is a significant concern, contributing to continued tobacco use despite awareness of the associated health risks. Additionally, smoking not only harms smokers themselves, but also poses dangers to those exposed to secondhand smoke, increasing the risk of respiratory infections, asthma attacks, and cardiovascular diseases. Despite efforts to reduce smoking rates through public health campaigns and regulatory measures, smoking remains a significant public health issue with far-reaching consequences. Comparative analysis. Comparing the health risks of vaping and smoking highlights distinct differences in their impacts on individuals and public health. Vaping, while not entirely risk-free, is generally considered less harmful than smoking traditional cigarettes due to its elimination of combustion and reduced exposure to harmful chemicals. However, concerns remain regarding the long-term effects of inhaling aerosols containing nicotine and other additives found in e-cigarettes. In contrast, smoking tobacco is unequivocally linked to a multitude of serious health conditions, including lung cancer, heart disease, and respiratory illnesses. The combustion process releases a toxic cocktail of chemicals, including carcinogens and tar, which contribute to the staggering mortality rates associated with smoking-related diseases. Moreover, secondhand smoke exposure poses significant health risks to non-smokers, further amplifying the public health burden of smoking. While vaping may offer a harm reduction option for smokers seeking to quit or reduce their tobacco consumption, it is essential to recognize that vaping is not risk-free. Nicotine addiction remains a concern, particularly among young people, and the long-term health effects of vaping are still not fully understood. In conclusion, while vaping carries its own set of health risks, the overwhelming evidence indicates that smoking tobacco is far more detrimental to both individual health and public well-being. Continued research and comprehensive public health strategies are necessary to address both vaping and smoking effectively and safeguard the health of populations worldwide. Current regulations and public health policies. Regulating vaping and smoking involves complex considerations of public health, consumer behavior, and industry practices. Governments worldwide have implemented various measures to address the health risks associated with these practices. For vaping, regulations focus on areas such as product standards, age restrictions, marketing, and taxation. Many countries have imposed restrictions on the sale of vaping products to minors and introduced packaging requirements to enhance consumer awareness of potential health risks. Additionally, advertising regulations aim to limit the appeal of vaping to young people while ensuring accurate information for adult consumers. However, the rapid evolution of vaping technology and the emergence of new products present ongoing challenges for regulators. In contrast, smoking regulations have historically been more extensive due to the well-established health risks associated with tobacco use. These regulations often include smoke-free laws, tobacco advertising bans, taxation policies to reduce consumption. Efforts to control smoking have intensified with campaigns targeting youth initiation and supporting cessation efforts among current smokers. Despite these regulatory efforts, enforcement and compliance remain key challenges. Continued research, surveillance, and policy innovation are essential to adapt regulations to evolving trends and effectively protect public health from the harms of both vaping and smoking. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the world of vaping and smoking. As we conclude, it's crucial to recognize the impact of these habits on our health and society. While vaping may offer some potential benefits as a harm reduction tool, it's essential to approach it with caution, especially considering the long-term effects that are still being studied. Meanwhile, smoking remains a formidable public health challenge with its well-established risks and devastating consequences. As we move forward, let's continue to prioritize education, research, and evidence-based policies to protect ourselves and future generations from the harms of tobacco and nicotine use. Remember, every decision counts when it comes to our health. Together, let's strive for a smoke-free and vape-aware world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more informative content. Until next time, stay informed, stay healthy. Goodbye.